Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Russell. Welcome back to my channel. For today's lesson, we're going to study about the punctuation marks. As you can see, I'm wearing Harry Potter's costume. I borrowed this from my son because he performed a storytelling in his class. And so the reason why I wanted to talk about punctuation marks is because when we are telling a story, it is very important to look out for the punctuation marks. Why? Because punctuation marks are used to convey emotions, to show our feelings. And so when we are reading something, we get to feel the emotions of what we're reading because of the punctuation marks. I also noticed that a lot of my students are still making mistakes with the use of punctuation marks. And so for today's lesson, I'm going to teach you the very basic punctuation marks that we can see when reading and writing. So let's start with period. We use a period when we are making sentences that is in a declarative form or in a statement form. For example, Teacher Russell is wearing Harry Potter's costume. It means that you are telling a statement, or it can be an opinion too. For example, I can say, South Korea is a very beautiful country. It might be beautiful for me, but it might not be that beautiful for other people. It's my opinion. And still, we use period when we are talking about sentences that are statements, declarative form, expressing opinions and statements. Facts, of course. We also have to take note that when we're making sentences without these punctuation marks, even just one single period, your sentence will be incorrect. So you have to keep in mind, in making sentences, in writing, we always have to use proper punctuation marks. Okay, the second one is a question mark. So where do we use a question mark? Definitely when asking questions. So when we ask questions, we raise the tone of our voice at the end of the sentence. For example, what is Teacher Russell wearing? You ask a question, at the end, your intonation is rising. And that's how you should put the punctuation mark at the end of your sentence. Okay, another question. Where did you buy that costume? See, you're asking a question again, and you're putting the question mark at the end of your sentence. The next most common punctuation mark is the exclamation point. So where do we use exclamation point? We use it when we are expressing strong emotions, strong feelings. For example, you're very happy, you are surprised, you are scared, you are terrified, something like that. For example, there's a FIFA World Cup ongoing right now in Qatar. And like for me, I'm supporting South Korea because, well, Philippines doesn't have any participants for this FIFA World Cup. So if Korea will win the game, I would say, hooray, South Korea won the game. So see, you are expressing strong emotion. Or if you're angry, you say, go away, I don't need you here. So you're angry, and so you're putting the exclamation part at the end. And if you're surprised, your boyfriend surprised you with flowers or chocolates, I'm like, oh my god, you're so sweet. Thank you for surprising me with these really sweet gifts. So yes, exclamation point. Okay, the next one is a comma. Where do we put the comma when making sentences? We normally put a comma when we need to pause a little bit. We're not yet finished with the whole sentence, but you have to pause a little bit. You put the comma in there. Or if you are telling a sentence or a statement that has many things, what am I talking about? For example, Teacher Monica likes singing a song, comma, playing volleyball, comma, dancing, comma, and acting. And you put a period at the end. See, when you're writing sentences that has series of something, you also have to put a comma in that sentence. I hope that's clear. So the last punctuation mark that I'm going to teach you today is about the quotation mark. It can be single, it can be double, but normally We use the double quotation mark to show that somebody has already mentioned something. We say quotation mark because we're trying to say something that has already been said by someone else. So you're saying something and you want to quote a statement from a very popular person, a famous one, for example, Dr. Seuss. I think you know Dr. Seuss. He's also a very famous author. So we can say, according to Dr. Seuss, comma, and then you put your quotation mark. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. See, so you put the quotation mark at the beginning of the statement and at the end of the statement, and that is also to acknowledge that this statement is not yours and you actually got it from another person. But yes, before I end this lesson, I would also like to encourage everyone to continue reading because, like I said, according to Dr. Seuss, the more you read, the more you know, the more places you'll go. It's like when you read a book, you're actually experiencing a lot of things and you know a lot of things as well. It gives you a wider vocabulary. It also gives you wider experiences. Imagine you've never been to South Korea, but you're reading a lot of things about South Korea. It feels like you've already been to that place. Right? And that's the power of reading a book. So I really hope that you're learning a lot from this lesson, and I'm hoping that you can use correct punctuation marks next time, especially when writing, and you can also express your emotions when reading something using these correct punctuation marks. So that's it. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and click that notification bell and the subscribe button. See you again in my next class. You have a nice day. Bye bye.